Welcome to the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series Season 4, Round 12 at Homestead. Starting on the pole today is Courtney Simpson, and alongside her, Jacob Cook. Starting third is John Dillon. Fourth is Greg Jones. And rounding out our top five is Zach Buchanan. Sixth, last week's winner, Ziggy Bain. Seventh, CJ Sorensen. Eighth, Lewis Gordon. Ninth, Kyle Smith. And rounding out your top 10, Dion Petty. And now here's the rest of the starting lineup. 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 32nd, 33rd, 34th, 35th, 36th, 37th, 38th, 39th, 40th, 41st, and rounding out the field in 42nd place, Jack Richards. Alright. These guys are about to roll off, and actually they are right now. Courtney Simpson on her first pole of this season. In the early part of Season 2, she had about 3 or 4 poles in the first 4 races. And I don't think she's had a pole since, so. As they roll through turns 3 and 4, 3 Roush cars in the first 4 drivers. Courtney Simpson, Jacob Cook, and Greg Jones with John Dillon for DEI starting third. Here we go. Courtney Simpson, Jacob Cook, teammates lead them down. Here we go. Green flag is in hand, and now it's waving. We're racing at Homestead. John Dillon got a good start, and he's immediately going to jump into second, and now it goes to the inside of Simpson. And now they're 3 wide. And oh, I saw someone go around. Was it Buchanan? Yeah. Oh, trouble. Pacioli spins now. Buchanan comes back onto the track into filter. What a crazy first lap to this race. And oh, there's more trouble on the front stretch. CJ's around. And Charles Jackson. More cars piling in. John Dawson. Oh, Chris Summers. Coming off of a strong top 5 is involved. Wow, what a first lap of this race. What happened? And oh, I think there was more carnage in turn 1. Wow, that's ridiculous. What has happened to Zach Buchanan? Alright, right here they go 4 wide. This is for 3rd position. Cook comes down on Greg Jones. Greg Jones comes down into Buchanan. Buchanan goes up into Cook, goes off of Cook into Lewis Gordon, and spins off into the grass, hits the inside wall. That was a pretty bad impact, actually. And as you watch him pull back up, so this is where some of the trouble happens. But Pacioli runs over Harvey. That causes a crash. But then Pacioli, he hits the wall. Harvey hits the wall. But watch Buchanan here. Buchanan comes right up, hits Galligan. Galligan is able to save it. And then he goes right up in front of Filter. Nowhere for Filter to go. So that was the first crash. And now let's get some replays of these other ones, such as Pacioli's. Alright, here's what happened to Pacioli. He's driving off into turn 3 and he just came in there way too hot and goes right up into Harvey, and they both back it into the wall extremely hard. Pacioli, Harvey, they look to both be done for the day. And then there's Buchanan spinning. Now who was the first one around up here? CJ went around first. So that's CJ spinning around. So that was the 3rd crash. Pacioli, Buchanan, and now CJ. And then Charles Jackson comes flying in into Matthew McMurray. And all these other guys come flying off into the crash, nowhere to go. And then some possible carnage in turn 1 and 2. I can't quite remember if we did have anything go on. But I thought I saw some guys running off into each other. Charles might have came up onto the track. Nope, guess not. Okay. Thought we might have had a few guys piling it up. Oh, they were just slowing down. They might have got into each other a little bit. Alright, John Dillon won it back. Let's get back to the green. Here we go. We're about to go back. Green flag racing. Restarting on point is John Dillon, then Jacob Cook, Courtney Simpson, Kyle Smith, Greg Jones, your top 5. And then Alex Dawson, Lewis Gordon, Evan Earnhardt, Mitch Speed, and Ziggy Bain rounds out your top 10. We got 39 cars left in this race. I believe one of the guys out is Galligan. And, no, there's Galligan. Oh, I just noticed Chris Summers. Whoops. Keep missing him. He's out and will finish 41st. Coming off of a strong top 5, he's done for the day. And then Filter. Yeah, Filter's gonna finish last. And maybe Buchanan? No, Buchanan is gonna restart 37th. I don't know who the other one is, but here we go. Going back down, green flag. John Dillon leads him back down. Kyle Smith did not get going. And that's going to allow Greg Jones to at least make a move. He's not going to be able to complete the pass, though. Jacob Cook going inside for the lead. 3 wide now for the lead. Simpson looking low. Jacob Cook off into turn 3. Cars look almost identical, both blue and yellow. And to the lead, Jacob Cook. Courtney Simpson into second. Let's make sure everybody is all right, and we are. Clean and green. Drag race, Cook leads the lap, but Simpson has the preferred line into 1 and 2. And now Courtney Simpson is going to go to the lead. John Dillon sneaking up there, though, along with Kyle Smith. Evan Earnhardt went way high. Looks like he's going to lose some positions. Not too bad. Simpson holds her lead now. Jacob Cook almost up into the wall. They're 3 wide back here. They're probably going to wreck. Henley trapped in the middle, but he's going to be able to get away with that. And whoa, Mitch Speed knocks Lewis Gordon out of the way. And Courtney Simpson is running away. Wow, that's a pretty big lead there that Simpson has gotten out to, about a half a second or so. Last time around, she was faster than Kyle Smith by about 0.05 of a second, so not much, but if she continuously runs that fast, then she might be able to win this race. Yeah, that time by, she was 0.02 faster than both Kyle Smith and Jacob Cook. And Ziggy Bain trying to get 2 wins in a row. He is charging on the inside. And there is Ziggy Bain. He actually ran about a 1/10 faster than Courtney Simpson that last time around. And here he comes, trying to get into 3rd. A lot of slipping and sliding going on today. We've only had 1 crash, so even though we're 9 laps in, 1 crash is actually quite a bit less than we probably were expecting. And wait, I jinxed it. Oh, John Dawson has a bunch of damage. Gino Harvey, Henley, Jacob Lawler. Alright. Courtney Simpson won it back to the line, and let's get a replay of what happened. Right here, Jacob Lawler peeks his nose in there into James, and very hard into Sean Henley. And then look at Harvey. Comes flying in, trying to get around it, slams into the back. And then look at John Dawson. Completely runs over Gino Harvey. And then Pacioli goes underneath John Dawson as he comes flying into the crash. So about 4 cars were involved in this crash. No, actually 5. 5 cars, unless Buchanan. I don't think he's going to be able to miss John Dawson, is he? Oh, he was able to. He got it checked up. But look out, CJ. Oh, boy. CJ was able to get it just barely checked up. All right. After the second caution of the day here on lap 9, go back up to the front. Courtney Simpson will lead him back down to the green flag. Let's get back to the restart. Oh, we are back a little bit too late. Courtney Simpson led him back down. Kyle Smith, John Dillon, Jacob Cook, Ziggy Bain was your top 5 for the restart. But Bain slides up. Comes right back in front of Joseph Bryant, but Bryant is not going to wreck him. He's going to give him the room. Simpson, I'm telling you, she has the fastest car on the track. And if she doesn't make a mistake today, I just don't see how anybody is going to be able to catch her. She has run away with about a 4-car length lead already, right off this restart. Oh, last time around, though, Kyle Smith was about 7/100ths faster. That's right off the restart, though. Courtney might need about a lap or two to get in. And uh-oh, I saw 3 wide. I don't know if it worked. It must have, because I see green lights on. All right. But Bain and Alex Dawson, you can kind of tell when something's going to go wrong just by the way they're racing. All right, they're going to survive this for now, but further back, they're 3 wide. Andrew Schwartz is stuck in the middle. Galligan gives him the room he needs. All right, Courtney Simpson still leads it, but Kyle Smith is catching her. Kyle Smith was only about 2/100ths faster last time around. And we will be coming to 11 laps to go this time. Courtney Simpson, it has been 63 races since her last win in the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Yeah, 64 races since Courtney has been to victory lane, but here comes Kyle Smith. Smith peeks his nose inside of Courtney Simpson. Now pushes her down the back stretch. Gives her a little bit of room here, but Simpson is going to be, she's going to really need to drive defensively right now, because Kyle has gotten to the inside of her. Side by side for the lead, down to the front stretch. Courtney Simpson with the outside momentum is able to clear Kyle Smith, but doesn't put the block on him. Through 1 and 2. Simpson only has about half a car length on Kyle Smith, though. Here comes Kyle. Down the back stretch. That's about the length it was last time. Kyle is beating her by about a 1/10 right now, but she keeps slamming the door on him. A great battle for the lead. Simpson had to get out of the throttle there, but she's able to actually pull the lead down the front stretch. Checking on the rest of the pack. I would not be one bit surprised if we go green from here on out. I'm sure that's what Simpson wants, because she is starting to pull back away from Kyle Smith, and John Dillon is starting to catch him. If John Dillon gets up alongside Kyle Smith, that could be good and bad news for Simpson. It'd slow down both of them, but if John has a fast car, if he gets clear of Smith fast enough, he'll have enough time to run her down. Here we go, 8 laps to go. Kyle Smith has never won a race. He has had a lot shorter of a career, though, than Simpson. Simpson has raced since season 1 and hasn't won since the 2nd round of the first ever season. As John Dillon has caught Kyle Smith, if he looks inside of him or gives him a hard time here, that could definitely allow Courtney Simpson to run away. They have both caught up to Simpson, but here comes John. John Dillon nearly pushing Kyle Smith down the front stretch. In 1 and 2, I believe he's going to be able to get a run inside. And they have both actually caught up to Courtney Simpson. And Kyle's jumping inside. If he gets drafting help, it could be over. This track, you don't necessarily need drafting help, but if you can get it, it won't hurt you. As long as it's not bump drafting, then you might wreck. If I was Kyle, I would just wait until maybe the last lap and then maybe try to make that move. And here comes John Dillon. Dillon to the inside of Kyle Smith. Nearly bumps him out of the way. Here he comes. It's a 3-car breakaway at the front of the pack. But these other guys are actually starting to catch up. Kyle Smith has been consistently about 6/100ths faster each lap than the leader, Courtney Simpson. And now here he comes. He finally has big enough of a run. Simpson pulls him on exit, though. This is going to be a finish for the history books. As now Simpson has pulled out 3 car lengths on Kyle Smith, and here comes John Dillon. Smith slides up. He falls to 4th. Almost into the wall. That gives Courtney Simpson some breathing room. But John Dillon, no, John is actually a bit slower, about 0.08 slower than Courtney Simpson. This time around, 4 laps to go. Courtney Simpson trying to snap a 64 race winless streak in the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series, and I think she might be able to pull it off. Looking through the field, it looks like we're going to be clean and green unless some very strange thing happens. Yeah, the most John's been able to beat Courtney Simpson by is 0.03 of a second. And Kyle Smith is all over the back bumper of John. Here we go. 3 laps to go at Homestead. A 4-car length lead over John Dillon. And now Mitch Speed is pulling inside of Kyle Smith. Smith to the inside of John Dillon. Smith is making a charge late. Here he comes. Down the backstretch, they are catching Simpson. She's down to about a car length and a half of a lead. Courtney Simpson is praying for a caution right now. If the caution comes out, it's over. But they're racing so cleanly, I don't think that's going to happen. Smith and John Dillon have battled way too hard. A 6-car length lead to Courtney Simpson. 2 laps to go. If it makes it sound any better, now it's only about a lap and a half. Well, not quite there yet. Alright, about a lap and a half to go. Simpson has pulled 8 car lengths on Kyle Smith. She is running away. The white flag is in hand. Courtney Simpson out of turn 4. Last lap. It'll be the first time a female has won since season 2. Through turns 1 and 2, Courtney Simpson has about a 4-car length lead over Smith. Smith is catching her. I don't think he's going to have enough time. It's going to be too little too late. Into turn 3 and 4. Courtney Simpson takes 3 and 4, nice and smooth. 64 races without a victory, dating back to season 1, out of turn 4. Courtney Simpson comes down and takes the checkered. She wins it at Homestead.
Woo! Oh yeah,
Courtney Simpson's team communications, she is pumped up for this win. It's been a long time coming. Smith was about a 10th faster on the last lap. He was definitely coming. If he would have had about 2 or 3 more laps, I think it would have been his. But all that matters, it was a 27-lap race, and Simpson was able to pull it off. Let's get to the results. All right, here are the results here at Homestead. Courtney Simpson will go to victory lane, then Kyle Smith, Kurt Kozlowski, Mitch Speed, and John Dillon, your top 5. Then Dion Petty, Greg Jones, Joseph Bryant, Jacob Cook, and Alex Dawson rounds out your top 10. And there are the results of the top 28, and now 15th through 42nd. There were about 6 cars out of the race. Henley, Lawler, Gino Harvey, Dawson, Jackson, Summers, and Alex Filter were the cars that retired from the race. And congratulations to Courtney Simpson. It has been since season 2 since a female driver last won a race, and it's been since season 1 since she has last been to victory lane. That win came at Pocono. And Kyle Smith still trying to get his first win. He came close in the Bud Shootout. That wouldn't have counted as a points win though. So, yeah, that's the results for today's race here at Homestead. And here's the celebration screen for Simpson.